The world is infested by Karens, people who enjoy creating problems for those surrounding them. They scream, break things, assault people, and the list just goes on. But nothing is more satisfying than some Karens getting shut down and put in their place. Get ready to witness a bunch of Karens simply being themselves. Warning, some clips may leave you utterly shocked. Let's kick things off with a loud and angry Karen. This lady went from being calm and collected to absolutely crazy. Watch how her tone gets louder and louder until she just lets it all out. I guess Karens get angrier when you calmly talk to them.
Do what you have to do.
I love that you're videotaping me. That's lovely.
You beautiful, baby. You so beautiful.
Look at it.
You know what?
Clean it up. Maybe nobody won't do it.
Dumping
Nobody
on
won't do
my
it.
property!
Oh, you mad now?
Yeah, I am mad.
You mad
I'm
now.
mad. And you know what?
Listen, clean your property
And
up.
next time
Maybe
I'm calling
nobody
the
won't.
cops. I will call the cops.
Nobody
you know
won't do
because
it.
this is dumping.
Now this is a bad one. The Karen here is not only driving while intoxicated, but also decides to bother some people minding their own business. She cusses at them and even tries to swing at a guy. These Karens are getting out of hand.
Put her on the mat.
What are you doing?
How dare you? You piece of... How dare
You
you?
need to stop.
No!
You need to
I'm
leave them
calling the
alone.
cops.
You call the cops. This is your problem.
Call the cops!
There are many ways to show your love for America, but this is definitely not the ideal way. This lady shouts inside a restaurant and immediately gets taken care of by her husband. She gets carried out like the toddler that she is, and I'm sure the husband drove home in utter embarrassment. So this Karen almost hit a bunch of bikers while driving and even flicked a cigarette at one. She then goes on to yell at them and cause a scene. It seems like all these Karens know is to cuss and yell. That's about it.
Fuck away from me, I'm gonna call the police on you.
Call him! You'll get arrested. Call him. Call him. I didn't touch you. I didn't touch you. Do it. Do it.
Oh boy, this is unbelievable. This Karen took an illegal U-turn and tried to get ahead of another car already heading into the drive-thru, but failed to do so and decided to block the car. Her husband is seen supporting this madness, and when a cop arrives, the innocent driver is finally able to get her onion rings. It's crazy how petty some Karens can be. This lady saw a few teenagers driving around the neighborhood and decided that she didn't want them there. So what she did was threaten them and ask them to get out, or else she would call the cops. I still don't understand why she didn't just mind her own business.
Grass. Do you understand? And if you... So, be looking out for those cops.
All right, I will.
Get out of our
I'll be
neighborhood.
looking
You're
at those
supposed to be
stuff.
sheltered in place. Go ahead, put me on social media. You're a little punk. Seriously? And seriously, I call the cops.
Now this is a unique way to ask for a seat. Who's gonna tell her that respect is earned, not given? Come on, Karen, screaming and shouting will get you nowhere. And it clearly won't get you a seat either.
Move! I have a right not to be touched, and you have the space to move. Get out of the way. Which one?
Meet this aggressive Karen who decides to pull open a stranger's door and yell in his face. I have huge respect for the man because of his ability to just stay calm. I mean, that would anger a lot of people, and the Karen is lucky to walk away without any repercussions.
You know that you're on the wrong side.
Get out of my car.
You're on the wrong side of the road.
Okay, you're being filmed.
Do you know that you're on the wrong... You're on the wrong side of the road. You're on the wrong side of the road.
This clip will make you crack up for sure. Our Karen here decides to put on a show inside a store and act completely out of her mind. She gets uncomfortably close to an innocent lady who's recording and also goes off at the employee trying to get her out of there. Total craziness.
How am I doing? Am I pretty cute?
You're really close.
Are you afraid? You should run away.
I don't like
But
how
you
close
have your
are.
super mask on.
I'm trying to protect you.
I don't need protection from you.
Oh, you just touched me. I
Oh,
really wish you
no, I touched you.
hadn't.
I'm gonna get COVID.
Entitled Karens are menaces to society, and this clip shows exactly why. Watch as this Karen sits on top of someone's car so they don't drive into a parking spot she wants. She says she has reserved the spot and will not let anyone else take it. How ridiculous.
Stop it.
No.
Are you guys leaving?
Get off my car.
Get off her car. Get off of her car.
Move on up, Krista.
Krista, don't move up.
So this lady not only refuses to wear a mask, but also expects to be welcomed onto a bus despite that. How does that make sense? Well, it doesn't. And she has a complete breakdown in the middle of the street. I don't know why she thought that she could just get on the bus like that. This entitled Karen got impatient and decided to run inside the restaurant to yell at staff for her food while blocking everyone else outside in the drive-thru. She doesn't seem to believe that what she's doing is completely wrong. It's inconceivable how she still argues back.
Party up so you can harass some people in there. They're food workers, dude. They're food workers. I heard you yelling in there. Instead of waiting in your car like a normal person.
Officer Karen here is not only ineffective at enforcing rules, but is also very rude and loud. How do you expect anyone to listen to your orders when you're screaming at them like this? She definitely ruined the tourists' vibes.
That's assault. Leave. You need to leave. One by one, you're all leaving because you're not respecting all property rules. Hey, you! Leave!
Oh, this is gonna be on YouTube.
Yikes, this Karen is filled with rage and anger for seemingly no reason at all. She yells at absolutely anyone she sees and then dares to ask everyone to stop yelling at her. She's doing all this while blocking the traffic and causing a nuisance. Make it make sense, please.
Better stop yelling at me right now as I'm not moving. Thank you! I don't listen to you either. Shield, listen, you short. Okay?
Here's yet another example of a Karen wanting to create drama by not minding her own business. This innocent delivery man was just doing his job when this Karen decided to roll up next to him and accuse him of tailgating someone. He remains extremely kind and patient, but she was really testing him. She's lucky that the delivery man was trying his best not to retaliate.
Why does it matter?
What's that?
Why does it matter?
Why does it matter? Because my son can't even ride his bike in our neighborhood because people like you sit there driving around like a...
I didn't tailgate anybody.
You were tailgating.
Who?
I want tailgating the guy in front of me on our street that was trying to turn into his house. I'd like to know.
Watch as this Karen vandalizes a car dealership over her truck's keys. She does this recklessly and comically while demanding her keys. That was not a good idea at all, Karen. You're going to be facing a great deal of legal trouble now.
Who has the key to her truck?
Surprise, surprise, we have another Karen who refuses to mind her own business and enjoys creating unnecessary trouble for others. This poor driver just wanted to go home, but this Karen decided to make things tough. I wish the world was just Karen-free.
Do you live here? Do you live here?
Absolutely.
Get your away from my car. You Karen. Get away from my car. Telling you, get away from me. Turn around and get your back in the car.
This clip teaches us why listening to instructions and orders are important. Miss Karen here decides to leave her dog outside the carriage on board a plane and refuses to put it back inside after the dog's aggressive behavior. Soon after, she's met with cops who escort her out of the plane immediately. Clearly, the usual screams and threats are part of every Karen's game, and did she say that she'll sue the country? Hilarious.
I'm requesting that you get off the flight, so you'll need to take your dog with you.
And I want my money back before I get off this plane.
No, you're going to get off first, and then you can discuss getting a refund.
This is the most awful place. This is the worst
Hey, I can
airplane
talk to
I
you
have
in a
ever
minute.
been. And
Hey, listen, you're holding up this whole plane.
I don't
need
care.
you-
You're holding me up.
Hey, you're going to go to jail, or you're going
I'm not going to go to jail, mister.
on.
You're looking to the wrong lane. Don't you take my dog, you louse!
Stand up.
We're in the air this time. The lady here apparently smells some alcohol and completely flips out on some passengers. Luckily, the flight crew acted appropriately to move her away. Hopefully she was made to sit back in her seat and buckle up for landing. You don't want a crazy Karen running around during landing.
Sarah, sit back. Sarah, step back. Go back, Sarah. Step back.
Relax.
Step back.
Relax. It don't matter what you
It doesn't matter what you smell. You're out of line.
Wow, this Karen not only ran a red light and 2 stop signs, but she almost hit a pedestrian too. And the worst part, she didn't even have her lights on. She's lucky she didn't get into an accident, yet she still wants to argue and yell at the cops. How is she even accusing the cops of harassing her? They technically saved you and many others that night. Well, good luck in court, Karen.
Guys, I'm filing this for harassment. Wait, can I see your IDs?
You're gonna get it all there. It's fine. Sit down.
You guys are harassing me.
Sit
I
down
live
in your
here.
car. You're gonna go to jail.
Please go sit in the car.
It appears that many Karens love acting entitled and holding up parking spots. This lady stands in a parking spot while 2 cars line up and honk at her. A crowd watches this atrocity and even taunts the Karen. One driver moves up close to the Karen and she finally decides to get out of the way before getting run over. Good applause for the victory indeed.
You're in the wrong. Yeah, you are.
You know how you get it pissed off. Do something entertaining. No parking, no peace. Just scream. No parking, no peace.
Yeah, we have to take a purpose.
And is it really that tough to just follow instructions? This troubled Karen refuses to sign a few papers before taking her delivery and wastes the delivery guy's time for nothing. She even rips open a pack from the delivery truck but still refuses to sign the papers. Eventually, she comes to her senses and agrees to sign them, but the anger doesn't go away. Poor delivery driver workers. They have to deal with this trashy Karen.
No, it's not in your...
Please move. Move.
You know you're...
Yeah.
I wish you nothing but harm.
Mm-hmm.
No, you get out of my garage. This is my garage. This is my garage. That's your truck. This is my garage. Here, let me sign it. Let me sign it.
You are not ready for this. This Karen is either on a boatload of crack or she's just completely out of her mind. Or both. Watch as she rages at a truck driver nonsensically and then proceeds to jump around, act like a chicken, and roll around in the grass. Let's just say that she requires urgent help.
Pull in front of you?
These are not cars. They don't stop on a dime.
It doesn't matter. You have to be far enough behind.
You know what? I'm going to tell you the whole
You should have picked up my trash, big boy.
I picked up your trash.
No, you didn't. You want to go see what you left?
I left the carpeting and the
You're
bed.
supposed to pick up everything.
Nope.
Sometimes I just feel sorry for the victims who have to deal with Karens. Take this as an example. This lady yells and cusses at the car dealership representative while he simply listens and responds with kindness. Why do Karens have to ruin everyone's day? Here we have a lady going on a spree inside Walmart, literally destroying anything that comes her way. She throws everything around, clothes, food, candies, you name it. The store ends up looking like all hell broke loose, which it kinda did. I hope she was held responsible for all the damage that she did. Want to see another crazy Karen? You asked for it. This lady decides to walk up to a worker minding his own business and create a fuss for absolutely no reason. She does all sorts of crazy stuff and then decides to begin the expected shouting and screaming. Textbook Karen for sure.
I'm serious as a big heart attack!
Yeah. You got
Hey, you two.
any more? Ah, there it
Go
is.
to your channel, you...
Alright, awesome.
Male Karen alert. Watch as this man tries to create unnecessary problems for an innocent guy driving to a house for work. The moment of satisfaction when the guy asks a question that makes the Karen shut up is just amazing. The Karen is indeed bored out of his mind. Why else would you do this?
Tanner?
Hey man, look. I'm working up the road, bro. I can't go to work.
Okay, so this is a private drive.
Right, it's a dead end. It's one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
So why the I be going this way if I ain't had no business?
It's a good question.
This old lady disrespected the workers at Subway and was neglected service as a result, which makes sense, but not to a Karen. So she decides to demand the sandwich be made and then asks to speak with the supervisor. Common Karen behavior.
Call her. But finish my sandwich. No, I don't finish because you need to respect me. Well, you need to respect your customers. And I will tell them you don't respect your customers. Would you finish my sandwich? Finish my sandwich! All right, you're gonna be reported, that's for sure. Call your supervisor right now. Please call her right now.
We all know that construction work is noisy and at times we just have to bear with it, but Karens don't bear with anything. So this lady decided to confront some workers and even threatens them while she's at it. She ends up making a fool out of herself and the workers laugh it off. Not a win for Karen, that is for sure.
My days off. Because I don't appreciate my dogs barking at these guys up on the...
Okay. Well,
Would that be a problem?
well, it wouldn't, but today's our last day, so we won't be here anymore.
Well, that's better than what that guy just said.
But I mean, if I want
He said 5 more to 10 more days. Well, if he's on the job, you better for him right now.
I don't think so. We're allowed to start as early as we like.
Nope.
Well, I believe we are.
Oh, yeah, you are.
We don't
But
usually start before 7.
You are, but I'm telling you, on my days off, if you keep it up, make it 9 tomorrow.
Okay, you have a great day.
If you don't,
You're gonna flatten my tires?
yeah, I will. Anything that is sitting here is going to have a flat tire.